This is our Lifestyle 360 shoot. This is a room that we have set up in our Boulder studio. And the objective here is to create a 360 spin image with products in a room setting. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to just display a couple items within a room. So right here we have the coffee table and a chair. And we're going to show the process of actually doing the shoot using the turntable, which is built into the floor there. So the entire floor actually rotates, and you'll see it start right here. All you do is you can use your foot to just push the turntable. There's markings along the side of the turntable that designate every 5-degree turn. So you can take a picture at every 5-degree turn as it rotates around in a circle, or every 10-degree turn, every 15-degree turn. It's really up to you. The more turns that you do and take pictures, the smoother the spin image will be. And so you can see in here, the center of the floor actually rotates around in a circle. And so you're going to have your tripod camera set up from a fixed spot and just keep taking pictures with a Bluetooth clicker every time you stop. And then we'll have a series of images that we'll go ahead and edit after this to show you the process of creating this 360 spin image. Okay, on to the super fun part, which is editing the images. Everybody kind of dreads this part, and it's understandable. It's a tedious process of going through all the pictures and editing each one. We do offer a service that allows you to upload images to us, and we can edit those pictures for you. They run about $3 an image. The quoted price on our website is $3 an image, but if it's either more complex or less complex, we'll let you know, and we'll adjust the quote after we receive all the images. The other option, if you want to save money, is to edit the images yourself. If you've done pictures at every 5-degree turn, you're going to have 72 pictures in the lifestyle shoot that we just did. And in that case, you're going to have to edit all 72 pictures and upload those edited pictures to a software program that allows you to stitch all the images together. And we'll show that in the next step. If you've done pictures every 15 degrees, then you're going to have 18 images, which is much more manageable. But the downside is that the spin image that you have on your website is going to be a little choppier. And so it's not going to be as great of a user experience for the people coming to your website. So that's just something to keep in mind. But what we're going to do here is we're going to show you one of the options for editing. You can use a variety of different programs. You can use Photoshop, a variety of different things. We're going to use Canva. Canva is typically not a photo editor, but they've added some really great tools, and it makes it super user-friendly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to canva.com. And then when you're on the home page, if you have an account, if you're on the home page, click Create a Design. And then we're just going to do a Instagram post, a square post. When we took our pictures, you want to pay attention to the size of the default size of the images that you took, and adjust your the template right here to match what you have for the image sizes. Ours is 3200 by 3200. That's our default here. So I'm going to go ahead and select that pre-selected template. And then I'm going to hit copy and resize. And it's just going to resize this template to match the image size that we have. Okay, so now we have this blank template, and we're going to need to go and upload each one of the images. Every program that you use is different. I'm just showing you Canva, and I've found this to be one of the easiest methods of doing it. So we're going to go and select the first image in our series of images, and you can see as you kind of scroll along, this is the photo shoot that we just did. And so we've got the two products in a room setting, and we took pictures at every single stop along the circle. And so after editing this, you'll see the final product, and it's going to be this cool spin image that's within a room. And it looks kind of like a standard spin image that you would see on any like Amazon or some other marketplace site. except it doesn't, it's not on a white background. It's in an actual room, and it gives you a really realistic view of products in a room setting. So this is called our Lifestyle 360 image. So anyway, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to open this very first image. And a little shortcut that you want to use is instead of clicking the image and then just dropping it into here, that will only bring it into like the center of this. If you actually select the image on the left here and drag it over, when you get to the perimeter of the box, it's going to drop it in and fill it completely into that. And that's why we had the resized image to match the image size. So 3200 by 3200 is our image size, and that's also the size of the template. Okay, and then the process of editing it is we click edit here, and then it gives you a series of things that you can do to edit it. You can click BG Remover, which would just show the two products in the front here, and everything would be whited out. That's not what you want to do. You want to click this Magic Eraser, and this just gives you a brush that you can go and touch up spots where you want to have it fixed. They have this little AI tool in here, and you can increase the size of the brush or you can decrease it. And you can also zoom into the picture to get closer to the spot that needs to be touched up. And so in this case, we're going to be touching up the perimeter of the turntable. So we had to cut out the carpet here so that the turntable could rotate. And that leaves a seam here that we want to touch up. And we're going to do that on all of the images. So it's going to be, in this case, I think it's about 36 images that we took. And we're going to be touching up the perimeter all the way around and then just eyeballing it to see if the image needs any other touch-ups. And then we're going to adjust the brightness and some other things after this. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll select all of this perimeter space right here. And again, this is a very tedious process, but if you're looking to save money, it's it's a process that you have to go through. So we'll go ahead and select all of this. That looks good for the first go around. And then when we're done selecting it, we'll just click this erase button, and then it'll begin the process of touching this all up. Okay, so you see we removed that. There's still a little bit of blending issues here, like the carpet kind of looks kind of funky here. You can go in and touch the whole thing up or touch just parts of it and see how it looks. And then we'll click erase again. Okay, cool. So not a perfect final image, but at least gives you a sense of what to do. And then you can click back or you can click the X button here. And so it's brought those changes that we made into that image. And next step we want to do is click edit and click adjust. And this is where you can adjust the brightness, contrast, highlights, shadows, all that stuff. The key here is when you're editing all of the pictures, you're going to want to make sure that the settings that you have on one picture is the same throughout. Sometimes with the lighting, there may be a little variance in the actual photo shoot lighting that may make some of the images slightly lighter or darker. And so you're going to have to eyeball that as you're editing the images. And so we're going to go ahead and we'll bring this up a little bit. We'll adjust the sharpness. Look at the image or the picture on the left wall there. That's usually when you're adjusting the sharpness, you want to focus on one or two objects that are coming more into focus with this sharpness slider. And so I use like the image on the left there. And okay, so we're basically done with this. And let's go ahead and go back. And then we're going to do the same process for the next picture. So we'll click add a page, upload the image, and we're going to go next in line here. Okay, and then drag it over, and same process. So we're going to click edit, so select it, and then click edit. click Magic Eraser. And let's go ahead and zoom in. You can change the brush size if you want. I'm just going to keep it the same. And we're going to touch up this perimeter again. Okay. Just over here a little bit. Okay, and then click Erase. Okay, it looks like there's some more stuff that needs to be touched up a little bit. Okay, not perfect, but just giving you a sense of what it looks like. And then here's another shortcut, as opposed to, not necessarily a shortcut, but you're going to want to match the settings, like I said before. So each one of these images should have the same settings. And so you can click on the first image and click Adjust. And so it'll have the images or the settings set up over here on the left. And if you click the next image, it's going to automatically show you the settings. So you don't have to click Edit and then click Adjust. So you can just click from image to image. And so you're just going to want to copy this down. So 21, 23, 22, 23, 16. So we're going to do that in here. 21, 23, 22, 21, 16. Okay. Oh, and then I think we had, oops. And then we had sharpness, we adjusted that. So scroll down to the sharpness and then, okay. The reason this is important is all of the images in a 360 spin image, they're stitched together at the end, and we'll show you that process. But when they're stitched together, if there's any adjustments or variance in the lighting, it's going to look a little bit weird when you're dragging and rotating the spin image. You'll see it looks like it's almost like flickering the lights. So you want to kind of keep it the same settings across each one of the pictures. And then that should be it. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through the process of editing all these pictures. And then we're going to come to the next step, which is taking that batch of images and uploading them to your site. And we're going to start with Shopify. We'll use the Magic 360 app, which is an app that you have to download for your site. And that ties in all of the pictures to a product that you've created. And then you can create a 360 spin image through that. All right, cool. We're all done with these pictures. In our case, we had 40 pictures, so it was about every 10-degree turn. It doesn't have to be exact, but that's how many we got in here. And what we did was the same process that we did on those first two pictures, we did on every other picture. So we used the erase, the edit and magic eraser around the perimeter of every one of these pictures. And we adjusted the settings for brightness and contrast and all those other settings on each one of these pictures. One other step that I wanted to point out is you're able to name the pictures here. And the reason I changed the naming, it normally has just I think it's just a blank page here, is you want to load these into the Magic 360 image app, which I'll show you next. You want to load them in sequential order. It just makes it easier, and it also, the software program for Magic 360 recognizes that, image number 1 should be before image number 2, so on and so forth. And so when you download all of these images, which I'll show you next, it's going to download them, and the file name is going to be 1.png, 2.png, and so on. So you click share up here to download it, share, and then download. And then here you can select any page that you want. In this case, I have all of the pages selected, and then I just clicked download. And then here's all of the images here. So you can see it created a Lifestyle 360 folder, which is what I named this. And then in here, it's 1.png, 2.png, and all the way down to 40. And you can see here, I uploaded all of these pictures into a preview page, and you can see all of the images. They're pretty large images, so it doesn't scroll very fast, but this is essentially what it's going to look like after we upload all of the images, and it'll have that interactive nature that all 360 spins have, where you can drag and turn it and zoom in. Okay, this is the final step here. We're going to be adding the Magic 360 app to our Shopify store. And so this is an example of having a Shopify store. The steps are different for each marketplace, whether it's WooCommerce, WordPress, Squarespace, all of the other platforms that are out there. But we're going to show you Shopify. So Shopify, you can just Google Shopify App Store. And then in here, you're going to search for Magic 360. And it's going to be this first one here on the left. And then in our case, we already downloaded it, but it'll say download, I believe. Let me just double check here. Install. So it'll say install, and then it'll ask you to log in to your store. And when you log in, then you can go ahead and confirm that you want to download it. When it's downloaded, you'll see it in the apps tab here, and it'll be under Magic 360. And then let's go through the process of actually creating a product and uploading the images for that product in Shopify. So in Shopify, you're going to go in the admin panel, you're going to go to products and then add product. And then in this case, we did a chair and coffee table. So we're just going to give a fake name. This is a template for a chair and coffee table. 360 lifestyle spin image. Okay. You don't have to upload any pictures here. Just go ahead and click save. And now you've created this, this new product in here, and it's time to upload the images to it. And just so you know, you can upload images here, but you're going to want to upload the spin image and then upload the images after. Reason being, it may the images that you upload here may get sorted in with the 360 spin images. So just to make it simple, let's upload the spin images first, and then we can go ahead and upload other images we want after. So after you've created this product, go to Apps and then Magic 360, and then it's going to pop open a new tab here. Okay, and now we're in here, and we're going to click Spin Images on the left, and we're going to search for the name of that product that we just created. It actually lists all your products alphabetically on the left here. And this is the product that we just created. You can see there's no images. And so we're going to go ahead and add the images. We're going to upload the images that we created and edited. So all 40 of these, and go ahead and click open. And now it's going to begin the process of uploading these images. And I'll press pause here. Okay, so we uploaded all the images, and you can see there's 40 images in here now. One thing I wanted to point out was the image file size was actually too large, and so I had to go back into Canva and download these images as a JPEG. So when we clicked share and then download, it gives you the option of file types. I chose JPEG, and then I downloaded those images, and then I tried to re-upload the images in here, and it went much faster. The image file sizes were like 1 meg versus 14 megs as a PNG. So that's just something to keep in mind. If the images are loading slowly and you constantly have to hit refresh to reload the page, that probably means that the image file size is too large. So, okay, so let's go back to the product page, and we see in here, all of these images have been uploaded here. And it also says here spin images equals 40. That's just kind of like a default. It recognizes how many images are in your spin image. And so let's go ahead and view it. So let's click on view. And that pops up the products page that we just created. And it automatically starts loading the spin image. So it'll cycle through on a full rotation, and then it'll stop. And when it stops, or even before then, you can go ahead and drag and turn it and see the final spin image that the software program created, which is really cool. We didn't actually edit out any of this stuff here, and we didn't spend a lot of time editing the transition on the carpet from the edges. So that's something you could do if you wanted, or you can always upload these pictures to Big Turntables and just go to services and then edit your images, and our team can edit the images for you if you don't want to spend the time doing that. But yeah, so this is the final spin image. It's super interactive, and it's great that it's in a room setting, so it gives you an idea of how it fits within a room and the depth versus just having it on a pure white background. And then you can zoom in, and you can expand the size of the image. You can zoom into any spot, rotate the image around, zoom in here. Let's look at the crosses on the table. And then you can look at every single angle of these products, which is great for somebody that's selling products online. 360 spin images always results in lower returns, and also they're just higher conversion than a static image. So that's it.